here's the next part. Wait 1 second, all right? Set enemy number to fire. So we're going to set enemy number to fire. All right, so we're going to put this set enemy number to fire to item, which is our flag list right here, item 1 of enemy clone numbers. And instead of that, it'll be pick random between 1 and length of enemy clone numbers. So if you remember what that is right over here, right about here. There we go. And this is the code for that. Then broadcast enemy fire. So broadcast enemy fire. There we go. Enemy fire. Hold on, I have to look up something real quick. All right, now let's move on to a player. So I'm going to go back to my characters and pick out my player. There we go. And now what we're going to do is when I receive start level, so when I receive start game, start level, sorry, when I receive start level, okay, I just done something wrong. So it's start level, not start game. So you have to rechange all this. So start level. So this start level, broadcast start level. When I receive start level, broadcast start level. Okay, that's good. All right, start level. All right, I think that should be all good. Oh, that's good. Okay. Sorry. And I have to look in here. Yep. All right. When I receive start level, show. Where's my show? Show. There we go. Show. Set. Player firing. So we don't have player firing. So what are we going to do? We're going to create player firing. Way. And this is going to be a this is going to be for all sprites. Done. So when I receive player firing, set player firing. Oops, set player firing. Player firing to false. And then forever in here, we'll put in a forever loop. If A and D key pressed. So if and if. So if A, so be A key pressed. So boom, boom. So be A and D. And then we're going to go to our change X by 10 and change x by 10. We're going to change x by minus 10 and change x by plus 10 for the d. And then there's going to be another if-then statement. This one is going to be for our space key pressed. So it would be if space key pressed and player firing equals false. So if key space, oop, no, there we go. And player firing equals false. So we're going to pull out our equals. So player firing equals false. Set, start sound shoot. So I'm going to go to my upload sounds and I have a sound all ready for that. So if I just go to my scratch folder, I have all my sounds and boom. That's pretty loud. I'm going to make it quieter. There we go. And then so I'm going to start sound shoot and set player firing to true. Set player firing. So set player firing to true. Broadcast player fire bullet. So broadcast player fire bullet. There we go. And look at that. We are almost done with the player. Now, when I receive game over, when I receive game over, what we're going to do is we're going to hide and stop other scripts in this sprite. So stop other scripts in the sprite. Done with the player. Now, we're going to add another sprite. This one is going to be our bullet, our player bullet. So we're going to go to my characters, enemy bullet, player bullet, right there. Okay, once you have your player bullet, which is legitimately just a white square, which is just a white square, and in that white square, you're going to have not a lot of code. So, when I receive, there we go. When I receive game over, no, player fire bullet, go to, so we're going to go to our X and Y coordinates. So we're going to go to sensing, we're going to go to our, where is it? There we go. Backdrop number of stage. So our stage in this plan is player and our X position. And then our Y position will be on this plane right here. So our Y position of our player is -136. So actually, no, our Y position would be, come on, player, come on, come on, come on, come here, come here, come, come here, Come here, bullet. Why are you being so difficult? Why are you being so difficult? Okay, let's just go to costumes. Make the bullet a little bigger. A little bigger. Not a whole bunch. You don't want it too big. There we go. So, our Y position would be negative 108. So, Y position would be 108. So, if we go back to here, Y position, negative 108. There we go. Once we're in our Y position, we should be all good from there. And then we're going to press show. Forever. Change Y by 10. So change Y by 10. Change Y by 10. And then if touching edge, set player firing to false. So set, where's our set? There we go. Set player firing to false. Or no, or wrong. Then stop this script. Stop the script. When I receive, and then when we go here, events, when I receive player down, we're going to up and say player down, player killed. Hide, and set player firing to false. So we're going to do the same exact thing to here, duplicate, set player firing to false, and instead of stop this script, stop other scripts in the sprite. And then when I receive game over, we're basically going to do the same thing, this, but without this, delete, and we're going to do this, and then hide. And this is going to be game over. And then after that, we're going to add our, then we're going to go back to here. Nope, we've done everything in here. That's good. And we're going to add our other sprite. This is going to be called our, actually, no, we need to add more to our enemy. Before we can do anything, we need to, we need to get done with our enemy. So in our enemy, until touching player bullet, switch costume to explosion. And for me, perhaps I use a play sound. And my play sound is going to be sounds. Here we go. Scratch. Invader killed. There we go. Play sound, invader killed. Nope, not play sound, start sound, invader killed. And broadcast enemy down. Enemy down, enemy down, enemy down. Where's enemy down? Didn't I just make that? Guess not. So broadcast enemy down. Here we go. Broadcast enemy down. And then delete all. No, delete one of. So instead of one, it'll be delete one. It'll be delete length. It'll be delete item one. Item. Nope. Item number of. Nope. Of my number. And an if. We're going to get our if statement. If. Nope. If then else. If my row is less than my row is less than 3, change score. So change score by 1. Change score by 1. Change score by 10. And if my row is less than 5, so basically we're going to do the same thing here. Put in here, my row less than 5, change score by 20. Else, change score by 30. Here we go. And then wait 0.2 seconds. 0.2. And then delete this clone. And then when I receive enemy move, and then another if statement. So if I am a clone is equal to true. So if I am a clone, am I a clone is equal to true, then change x by enemy move x. So change x by enemy move x. And if this can be also an if else statement, not this, but the other, the one that I'm doing right now. If we're gonna create another variable called flip flop, and we already did. So if flip flop equals flip, so if flip flop equals flip, so flip flop equals flip, switch costume, switch costume 2 times right here to frog 1 and frog 2. Then we're going to copy all this and put it right underneath here. Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. No. Sorry, no, we don't do this yet. No, we don't do this yet. We don't do this yet. And I'm doing it wrong too. So boop, boop, boop. So if, and then we're gonna have another if right here. If, so sorry, if X position, all right, so we need an or. So, and a less than, oops, a less than, or, and a greater than. So if X position 220 and negative 220. Then do this. What we're going to do is broadcast change enemy direction. So broadcast change enemy direction. Now we do this. When I receive animate, my row equals 1 or my row equals 2. So if my row equals, we need an if statement. If my row equals 1 or my row equals 2, so we need a equal sign on both sides, 1 and 2, my row three and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 is equal to 1 and 2. If flip flop equals flip, then and then it now we're doing the other thing. So if flip flop equals flip, so this so flip flop equals flip. Switch costume to skull 1 and skull 2. So switch costume to skull 1 and skull 2. So skull 1, skull 2. And now we duplicate this and do 3, 4. Frog 1, frog 2. And then duplicate this again, but instead of just or, it'll just be this. It'll just, no, if it's just this. If my row equals 5, then switch to jellyfish 1 and jellyfish 2. There we go. We got all this done. And then when I receive game over, so after all this, we do when I receive, uh, here we are. When I receive game over, hide and stop other grips. Okay, so hide, stop other scripts in this sprite. Stop other scripts in the sprite. And then when I receive enemy fire, and if my number if my number is equal to my enemy number to fire. Set bullet X. So we're going to set bullet X. Set bullet X. Oh, we haven't done bullet X yet. All right, so we're going to create a variable called bullet X. bullet. Oh, sorry. Enemy bullet X. Enemy bullet X and enemy bullet Y. Enemy bullets X, 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 enemy bullet X, start, enemy bullet Y start. So we can create another variable called enemy bullet Y start. Enemy bullet Y start. So set enemy bullet X start and duplicate this. Enemy bullet Y start. Both to X position and Y position. So X position right here and Y position right here. And create clone. Create clone. And now we're going to create enemy bullets. So upload sprite, enemy bullets. So scratch. Frog 1, frog 2. Where's the enemy bullet? There it is, right there. Boom, done. And now we have to work on our enemy bullet. Yay, we're halfway there. So in our enemy bullet, when I receive, when I receive, nope, that's when, when I receive, when space key pressed, that is correct. So when I receive, oh, it's when I start as a clone. So when I start as a clone, not when I start as a clone. Switch costume to enemy bullets. Switch. So we got to go to our costumes and switch our costume to enemy bullet. Where's our switch? Switch costume. Switch costume. Switch costume. I can't find it anywhere. So switch costume to enemy bullet. Go to X and Y. So we have to go to our motion. Go to our X and Y coordinates, which is our enemy bullet X start and enemy bullet Y start. So enemy bullet X start, enemy bullet Y start. When green flag clicked, also hide. So when green flag clicked, hide, and after this, show. Forever. Change Y by -5. So we're going to change our Y. Change our Y. Nope. Change Y by... Change Y, change Y, change Y. All right, time to move on to the next part. Okay, so in here, what I did was, what I was trying to do is forever change Y by -5. Okay, see that? -5. if touching color green, this color right here, and not touching player, then switch costume to explosion, stamp, this is where the pen is here, stamp, and delete this clone. And then below that is another if then saying touching player, change player lives by -1, delete this clone. When I receive game over, hide, stop other scripts in this sprite. So this right here is everything for the enemy bullet. Okay? And the costumes is legitimately just this. You just get your little thing right here, and you get your here, let me convert it to bitmap. You get your pen, okay, and then you go to black, and you go to 3, and you start coloring it just like that. And then once you're done with that, done with all that, now when you press play, this is what should be happening. All of your characters start at that place. You can move your sorry, pressed the wrong button. I thought it did something wrong there. Okay, move your character around. You can shoot. See, this is what your character should be doing.